будем играть в игру Dishonored, чи як там її. Я наконец-то можу говорить. Да. Так, ладно.
This evening, the streets adjacent to Pendleton Manor will be closed for a private ceremony following the tragic loss of two of our city's best and brightest, the Lords Custis and Morgan Pendleton. All holdings and parliamentary votes now fall to Lord Trevor Pendleton, who asks for respect during this time of mourning.
Не знаю, як чутно мій голос сейчас. Надеюсь, что хорошо в первый раз говорю цей микрофон. Где тут он?
Please be as quiet as you can. It took forever for Emily to fall asleep. Poor dear. It's okay, Emily, I'm here. She seems happier when you're here. Though I know you have important things to do. Out there in the city.
Мои братья доставили мне множество бед, я не хочу более вспоминать об этих людях, но должен вас уверить, я искренне вам признателен. Мне стало известно, что вы обезвредили их, не прибегая к пролитию. Да, цитата блестящая. Где бы они ни находились, сколь жалкое существование не ждало бы их, они живы. Кто знает, возможно, я их еще увижу. Лорд Тревор Пендлтон. Спать. Простите за шумы.
Corvo, wake up! You were making funny faces while you were sleeping. I decided to nap here in your room while Callista was taking her bath. She told me if there's ever trouble, I should always run here. Callista will come get me when she's done with her bath. Thanks, Corvo. It makes me feel better.
The river rushed in when the barrier broke. The whole district went dark.
Ребят, что-то мы походу так интересно. Я раньше, если честно, тоже думал, что это плохо, но сейчас, когда я начал уже вспоминать, очень интересно, надо только попробовать.
Royal physician, I believe you and Corvo knew each other in former days. Unlike you, our friend Corvo knows what loyalty means.
I am loyal to my inner spirit. You are the one consorting with the most wanted man in the Empire.
It's my belief that Corvo was innocent in the death of the Empress, and the former spy master, or the Lord Regent, as he calls himself, is a ruthless tyrant bent on destroying this city, the heart of the Empire.
You are mistaken if you think there's love between me and our Lord Regent. But whatever you intend to do here, I assure you, I am beyond petty scare tactics.
If I don't scare you, Sokolov, perhaps these rats will. Even if they don't carry plague, I've heard of a swarm of rats stripping a child's body to the bone in half a minute. I've heard worse. How long do you think it'll be before you talk? Before you beg to talk?
Rats? Is that the company you keep now, Admiral?
It's the company you keep that interests us, Sokolov. We know you painted a portrait of the Lord Regent's mistress, the very aristocrat who is funding the military with her fortune. She is the key to the Lord Regent's control over the city, and we must have her name.
Sorry, Admiral. I cannot help you.
It's time to put him to the question.
You're part of this rabble, but I know you have your reasons.
Yes, he does. All we need is the name of the Lord Regent's mistress. It's very simple.
I elect not to tell you. You will have to force the words from me, and I warn you, my willpower is quite legendary.
Ага, конечно. Нет.
Sorry, Sokolov.
No, not right. Stop! Stop! I will tell you what you need to know. I'm obliged to safeguard Dunwall's greatest intellectual asset. I can only tell you so much. I was not permitted to see her face or hear her full name. She called herself Lady Boyle. You see, I painted her from behind. I assure you, she still makes a striking portrait. But I do not know which Boyle she is. I was to be introduced to her at a masked ball in her honor this very night. But I will miss that party, it seems.
A masked ball at the Boyle estate. Tonight? The timing is perfect, Corvo. But the Boyles are wealthy and ruthless, so security will be very tight.
Of course. You already have a mask, don't you, Corvo?
Yes, you will be able to mingle with them once you're on the grounds. You'll have to find out which of the Boyle women is connected to the Lord Regent, and take her out whatever way you can devise. We're very close now. Corvo, if you do this tonight, we'll be able to strike at the Lord Regent himself and put Emily on the throne. May the wind favor you.
Не знаю, сегодня. Конечно. Читать оцены буду. Поставьте на паузу и вы сами прочитайте, если хотите. А я читать цены буду. Так, ну ладно.
I hear you're off to the Boyles' little bash tonight. I have just a tiny favor I'd like to ask you. Could you give this note to Lord Shaw? You'll know him. A rather brusque man wearing a wolf's mask. In fact, he may be looking for me.
Хорошо. Стоп. Опять же, поставьте на паузу и прочитайте, если хотите. А? Я иду дальше.
Have you ever been in a sea battle?
Of course.
Подожди.
That's not for young girls.
But I will be Empress, won't I? And then I'll have to sink lots of enemy ships myself. And that's what Empresses do mostly, isn't it?
Of course.
I knew it! I read that some pirate ships have witches aboard that can cause storms and make whales do what they want. Is that true?
Yes. Mostly. Maybe we should be quiet now.
Very well.
Отлично.
Say what you will, the royal physician knows his wines.
Поставьте на паузу и почитайте, кто хочет. Ну, пошли.
The Boyle costume ball, huh? Well, that'll be fun, but not for everybody. You ready?
Да-да, наверное, получится надолго.
Legion's pulling out all the stops for the Boyle family. I didn't think there'd be tall boys patrolling here tonight. Watch yourself, Corvo. They don't fool around. Good news is, once you get to the party, that mask of yours lets you blend right in. Enjoy your evening out with the folk of quality. Better you than me.
Unauthorized intruders will be expelled or apprehended on sight.
I'll write to her again. She has to see it.
Corvo? Is that what you dreamed of? All those months in Coldridge Prison while waiting for the executioner? Wealth, beautiful women in the latest fashions, laughing and drinking Tivian wine? And what of the host, Lady Boyle? I can see all her tomorrows, and I know that either she dies tonight at your hand, or she'll live out her days, month after month, year after year, far away, even as her fine clothes wear into tatters and her silken hair gets dull and gray. Half the city can see the lights from the party, and they dream of the delights inside. Will you tear it all to pieces? Either way, it's Lady Boyle's last party.
Lost your voice right at the start.
And that's a crime?
Wait for it. A couple of overseers were passing, and they had one of their, you know.
The music box.
So she stopped singing as they passed,
and they thought she was a witch.
You should have seen it. Ran right through the rose bushes and tackled her. Dragged her back to that abbey.
And they call us.
We had to get a notarized letter from the regent himself to get her back. She hasn't been the same since.
I'm not surprised. I've heard stories.
She won't talk about it. One of these days I'm gonna take one of those zealots apart myself.
I'll be right behind you.
Не, ну нафига, если хочу на клуб. Проворство, полностью живучесть, мне не надо. Я с бессмертием буду. Крысы. Нет. Подожди. Да. Так, привет. То, что он говорит, хорошо. Заметки. Сведения. Заметки дняться на цель. Это подивитися. Ого, сколько я книг нашел. Шея. Сейчас подымлюсь. Ну, вона тут на двері раз. Так, а як вибрати? А як вибрати? Время. є щось. Як вибрати тут. Здесь. О. Так, назначу на клавишу. Вот так. Ну, сейчас проверим. Это не то. Я сейчас буду все видео разбираться, как это сделать. Сохранение. Загрузки. То, що мені надо, тут нема. Відео получилось коротким, як я говорив. Ну, то, що я тут просто руни, амулеты собирал. Вот в следующем видео прохождения я буду, короче, ну, уже проходить основные задания. Сейчас я желаю всем удачи, всем пока. До скорых встреч.